Kihara was Carl's name for centered orienting, moving from the center. And he describes different ways of moving from the center. The essence of this drill is having a distinction between the receiver and the driver, the uke and the tori. So you have to make, when you get partnered up, you have to really emphasize who's first. Who is the uke and who is the tori? Because uke is going to take you forward and uke is going to bring you back. Now, when it comes to motion, we're going to be doing this a lot. I have up, down, left. Up, down, right. And I'm going forward. I have up, down, right. Up, down, right. Up, down, left. Going backwards. So you have forward, backward, right, left, up, down. And when we practice Aikido, these things are subliminally or going into your subconscious. Up, down, right, left, forward, back. And you're starting to feel the pulse of it through the other person's body as well as your own. So again, slow is fast, fast is slow. And how we're going to hook up on this? I was working with Jack too long ago. Super back here. This is just left and right. Going in this range of motion. And Jack's not getting ahead of me. And now I'm going to start giving him forward motion. His job is to stay in equilibrium. You see how I'm crowding him a little bit? He has to modulate that. Now I'm going to take him back. Now, you see how Jack lines up with this hand? If he let that get out of his center, that's where you're weak. Okay, and this shoulder here, it doesn't have to be rigid. Really become a slack arm person. Just slack, nothing in it. So if I move his hand over here, I want you to turn your center to it. No muscle here. Relax it. Relax it. Yeah. Turn your center to it. Wherever it goes. Okay? It doesn't take strength. You don't have to be rigid. Slack is your friend. Everybody say, slack is your friend. All right? So, we're on this thing, and he's engaging his fingers, going back and forth. I'm driving now. And Jack moves his feet, whatever it does, to keep that hand in the center. And he tries not to let me bite him up. Now I'm going to pull him. He tries not to let me get way ahead of him. He just tries to do whatever that does to keep that oil in me. As you see, I'm doing kind of a camel toe walk. If you notice, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And then we get to the side. So you can be behind the arm, you can be in front of the arm. But before you go behind the arm, don't move your feet. Go to the side. Then you get behind. Or you get on side, behind, side, in front. That doesn't necessarily apply to the lesson. That's just an extra tidbit. So now we try same hand. We get on the scene. And we're square. Good. And then I decide. And then I take it up too high. And Jack knows how to continue the smash. Any questions? Give it a try. Find a scene, work with somebody.
But you is a fan of what we're trying to do. I can now know. So it's that's what it is.
No. Because everybody wants to do something to this equation. And I'm doing it with both hands, but normally we'll do this with one hand. And Jack's his hand's in the center. But you see how once I let go of that hand, so this is according to interpretation, how you want to practice. But I find myself, if Jack takes me to the side, I can still follow it with an ease of my arm. But it's still unbendable. Go ahead. And no one gets this perfect, but your plumb line is what you want to you try not to take this step with your head weight, if you can. Try and take this step with your plumb line under your center. So this is another thing you can work on, is keeping your posture in this drill. Now, there is an element. I'm going to take Jack back, and I'm going to go above his shoulder line, and he's going to spiral out. Now, notice I don't care if I maintain this grip. All I want to experience is the current of the spiral. So I'm maintaining the current of the spiral with Jack. It's up to him to follow. Hold up. You see how this is, if you still got to keep your center on your hand. Okay? And that's both parts. Uke is staying centered as well as Tori. So we stay centered. I go above his shoulder. His job is to flow with it and get back and see. Now he's going to take me back, and I don't know when. Carl described a release to change hands, but I haven't been able to do that. He's going to start taking me back and going left and right. And I'll just put my feet on it, and at any time, he's going to go above my shoulder. See? Now that's even higher level. But you have to, and it can go all over the place, but you get to where it becomes this funnel. And you both maintain, either you're going forward or you're going backward. And you both can spiral, and you can stay in equilibrium. You practice this cross hand, you practice this same hand, and just structure, you can do both hands. Any questions?
Good.
Okay. I hope you take this back with you. I hope that the Kimi gave you some insights to evolve to even greater heights with that. I hope you take this drill and make it your own. But remember, $25 picture with a $500 frame around it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's fucking awesome. This dude is the best in the world at ukemi that I've ever know.